Well, it's about time. Look, I'm just going to tell you the facts as I see them. I'm not here to name call, but I will make some accusations because I'm direct like that. Did she bring all this to a live? Yes. But let's back it up a minute, Harry, and let's be truthful. And if you're going to take accountability for things, then you got to take accountability for everything. You don't just pick and choose. You knew you had an RO on her. You knew how she treated your kids. You let her into your home. And if that's what she was doing on the app, we know that's what she was doing off the app. You were well aware of what was going on in your own home. That makes you just as guilty. Look, your beef with homie, the side drama beef you have with me, I'm not even here to discuss that because my only concern and everybody else's concern in this room is those kids. Those kids are number one. And if you were putting those kids number one, the very first thing you would do is get their videos off the internet, showing pictures of your kids, take their names off your bio. And number two, you would just be off the internet altogether and focusing solely on those kids and not having none of this drama because all of your attention, it needs to be on those kids and getting those kids the help that they need. Even if they're in bed, it doesn't matter. You're bringing your whole life to this app. And I promise you, it is not going to pan out the way that you think it's going to pan out. It's not. I see you're stubborn. I see you want to prove a point to everybody in the world. None of that matters. Those kids are what matters. End of story. And you're taking all of these side routes because you want to prove a point. And none of that should matter. None of it.
Let me ask you something. Now, you're a mom. No disrespect.
Yeah. I'm not only my mom, I'm a grandmother. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If getting off of the internet is what I had to do to protect my kids, damn straight would be the first thing. Because if you're even slightly concerned about people on this internet coming after your kids or coming after your family, you would shut it down. Shut it down. That's what I would do as a parent.
I got a different thought process.
And that's obvious. But you know what? What's sad about that is you're so hell-bent that you would rather prove your point than protect those kids. That's the sad part.
It's not about proving my point. This individual has been doing this to a lot of people. And personally, me, and that's my own personal perception and judgment, bro, you got a family too. Get off the internet, man. You got a lot of heat. You got a lot of beef because you're making awareness. Awareness to me is going somewhere. Fighting for the Latino community.
Okay, but I'm telling you, put that shit aside. Why are you worried about his family? You need to be worried about your own family. And you're not doing that. You're letting your anger and
I have a lot of anger. He's got women out here, feminists, left and right, people in my community, asking me questions.
Listen, I've been following homie a very long time. You've been following him for all of 5 seconds. I've seen what homie does. You don't understand.
I don't know him like you know him. I don't know this dude from a hole in the wall to be exposing time, addresses, social securities, all this other stuff. Whether it was him,
you keep saying that.
Whether it was him or whether it was Scott, or whether it was him, I don't know and I don't care.
Okay, so
and I asked him before all this drama, before he started doing whatever. I asked him briefly. He's calling family members. He's calling school. 3 people he spoke to. What are you doing? You've been warned.
I would lay my life down being in this community for a long time.
I don't care about none of that. It must be stopped. It must be shut down for the respect of those who are either mentally ill or messed up, whatever the case may be. I don't care. You want to do things right? You do it legally. You go to school. You get a PhD, or you go out there and you protest. You get a group of people. A lot of things are happening here.
But
you cross boundaries. You cross boundaries.
But what you're losing in all of this is that you're so hell bent that you need to prove your point that you're doing it at the detriment of your own children. That is the crazy part.
My children are asleep. I keep this stuff away from them.
Yeah, but you're also on here.
I will protect them with my life.
I understand that, but you're on here saying that their life is endangered. Their life is in danger.
I told him, man, you don't want no smoke, bro. Chill out. Leave me alone. Leave me and my family alone.
You keep it going. You keep it going. I think you are upset because your life has now been exposed on this app.
No, my kid's life was exposed. No.
You want to get on here and prove the point about who you are at the detriment of your kids. No, you started this. She started this. Both of you started it.
Please correct yourself when you speak.
I'm going to stand firm on what I'm saying, Harry.
And I'm going to stand on business.
You knew you had an RO. I mean, my honest opinion, both of you should be sitting in jail. You let her in your home.
Personal opinion.
You let her in your home.
You're not me. You don't know what's going on here.
Harry, you think people don't send me messages all day long? I know you're up in this. I know you're up in some women's boxes. I know you're up in some women's DMs threatening them. I know you're up in other women's DMs playing the total victim. I know you're up in other people's DMs playing like you're some big, huge man of God. Which personality is it, Harry? You got different
it's called
personalities.
multiple personality disorders. The one thing that I am, I'm extremely vindictive.
Apparently so. And
Yes,
what's
very
sad,
so.
and what's sad about that?
Thank you for the hearts.
Yeah, that didn't go to you. But anyways, thank you for the heart. Me, I appreciate it.
Oh, okay, good.
But what I'm trying to say to you is that you will do that at a detriment to your children, and that is the part that is the saddest. And it's sad that you can't take a step back and realize that
I will not till he gets off of line and stop this madness.
Well, and like I said, that's going to come at a price. It's going to come at a price.
I'm sorry for that.
Don't apologize to me.
Hey, that's
I am not the one. Thank you for the galaxy.
He's got to stop. Did you come in the box to get clout, or did you come in the box?
No, because I DM'd you. And I gave you plenty of opportunity to speak on every single thing I'm asking you right now.
To find out what's going on, so you can go back to homie and let him know.
I don't need to let homie know nothing. What do I need to let homie know? You're all over the place doing it yourself. I don't need to say nothing.
I'm doing it myself. There's people doing it for me.
Well, I don't think you realize how all over the map and unhinged you sound. And all I'm telling you,
to be honest, I'm over the rails. I'm infuriated.
Well, that's your admittal. And all I'm saying is what you're doing is coming at the
detriment. What he did was wrong. Why can't he just go for that? What he did was wrong.
You're worried about him. You're worried about him.
He's got to pay the price. He's got to pay the price.
I mean, Harry,
there's this social media, correct?
This what you have and Kylie have done with those kids.
What Kylie did is what she did. Don't put me in the mix.
Oh, I'm going to put you in the mix because the videos are out there.
I know what I'm guilty of saying.
Okay, well then
you don't have to tell me or repeat to me. You weren't there. You didn't make those kids with me. You didn't live with me. So who are you to judge? Only God can judge me. You just seem to have a problem that I want to shut down a person who is.
I don't have a problem because homie can stand on his own. He don't need me for that.
Nope, he doesn't need you for that.
He don't need me for that. So that's not my fight. But I'll go ahead and bring up another subject that nobody has addressed because you've been so stuck in your narcissism. I have multiple videos of homophobic rants that you've made. Multiple. Yeah, you can go ahead and make that face. Those videos haven't been released yet, but they will. They will.
Okay,
I'm just telling you, you have upset many communities on this app. Many communities.
And that is why
when I went in that live the other night, and you blocked me, you know what I'm talking about. You went on a mass. You blocked me out of that kid's live that you were in the other night, talking your God talk and how you're so close to God.
I didn't block you.
It literally pops up on the screen. He told you have mod powers. If you feel the need to block, then block.
Oh, so you was chasing? That was you.
I wasn't hiding. I was under my
to make it to get your point.
I was under my Green-Eyed Girl account, and I was speaking to you from the chat, and you did exactly what you did to me here. You would ignore my questions and just act like I wasn't there.
Why
I asked you multiple questions. But let me say this: if you knew that that I was in there, and you knew I told you I recorded it, why did you have such a massive crash out when you thought I left? Because I did come back in a burner after you blocked me. You crashed all the way out because you knew I caught you making homophobic rants.
Crashed out.
Yeah, you fully crashed out.
Damn.
You were angry.
I'm extremely old, man. There's no crash out there. Why don't you just say I was extremely angry and expressing my freedom of...
Okay, different, Harry. I'm older than you. If you don't know what a crash out is, I can't help you.
Good. I don't want the help. Thank you so much for the offer.
You're doing things on this app that you should not be doing, and you should be putting those kids first. And that is the one thing that you are not doing.
Behind the scenes. You don't know what goes on behind this camera.
But you have no problem. But you have no problem jumping on here and going from live to live to live. Now holding your own lives and telling everybody what you're doing. We all know what you're doing. And you want to know why? It's that level of narcissism that you have to prove to the world that you're right, and you'll do it at the detriment of your children. So look,
are you mad about the female narcissist post that I put?
No, I haven't.
Are you salty about that? Come on, be honest.
Hold on a second.
Come on, let's go.
I'm going to be.
Come on, let's go.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you right here. 100%. I have never.
You could be 1,000%. I really don't care.
Listen. I have never watched a single video on your page. Not one single video. But I have.
Them then.
I have seen you in boxes, and we're all seeing what you're doing.
So what? I'm in a box now. I mean, what is that to you? I mean, do you get any gain, any clout? I mean, what's going on?
Look, I'm just here to tell you how you're hurting your kids.
Tell me how to live my life?
No.
So tell me how to run my life with my kids? What business is it of yours?
I'm telling you, you're hurting those kids.
What business is it of yours?
Because you're putting it on the internet.
What business is it of yours?
You are putting it on the internet.
Do you put food on the table here? Do you put money on the table here? Are you with me? Are we going out together? What do you do for me? What are you doing for me?
I'll go and look at them now, Angie. Thank you for telling me that. When you put it on the internet and say the things that you're saying, and you put your kids' names up in the bio, and you're showing videos of your kids.
You're making excuses. You're making excuses. You're beating around the bush.
Look, how many people in this chat know?
You're making excuses for an individual that got caught.
No, I'm not making no excuses because at the
You're
end of the
making
day,
excuses. You're beating around the bush. You're a fan.
what excuse did I make?
You are a fan.
I'm not a fan. There's a difference between a fan and a friend. I am not a fan.
Hey, Tay, thank you so much for that saying that.
And on top of that, like I stated earlier, a homie don't need me. He can stand on his own. He don't need me for nothing.
So why are you
I'm
out
not
here?
worried.
Why are you in the box right now? And you started off with the homie situation when we were
You
talking
hold
about it.
on. You better go back and rewatch that this live because you started off
I
with
don't
the
have
homie
to. It's going to be
situation.
posted on YouTube. It's going to be posted everywhere.
Thank God. You started off with the homie situation. I
Yeah, it
told you
sounds like
out
she's
the
got a
gate.
crush on me. I don't date older women.
Look, I've been married 34 years.
Well, good. And you're at
So
12:35. You probably got
trust
young
me,
kids. And you're
I
out
ain't
here
looking.
chasing
I ain't
clout.
looking for.
What is
I
wrong
ain't
with you?
looking
What
for
are you
you, and
looking
I
for?
don't need you for clout. I'm telling you, person to person. And if you go back and read that message that I sent you, I told you all I care about are those kids, and you need
Why
to
do you
step
care?
outside of yourself.
Not for nothing, but why do you care? Like, I just really want to know.
I
Why do
care
you
about
care? What
anybody's
business
kids.
is it of
I'm
you?
gonna
Are they your
I'm gonna
kids? Did we
care
have them
about anybody's
together?
kids. Number one, I'm a mandated reporter. So if
So
you think a report
go
wasn't
mandate
me,
and report other things that are important. We live in a cold world, woman. We're going
if
through a lot of
you
things.
have
Go
such a
report something
look,
else. Go mandate something
the
else.
bottom line is is
No, the bottom line is that you're being
you're
nosy, you're being
showing
a
the
Karen,
world
and
what
I
type
was
of
portrayed
parent
as a
you
monster, and you're
are.
following through, and you're covering up for this man because you feel
How
he
am I
has a
covering
great
up for him?
community. You're a mandated reporter, then that's good.
How am I
More
covering
power
up for
to you,
him?
but don't go mandate yourself somewhere
How
else
many of
away
you
from my life
people in
and my
this
kids
chat?
and a
How
person
many of you
who has
people in
done a
this
lot of
chat
things.
know that he's doing all of this and already has an open CPS case? Open
Absolutely, I
CPS
think
case.
they all know that.
Good. And
Keep mandating. Come on,
there's
let's go.
enough people. There's enough people on this app that have had to learn things the hard way. And
Yes,
unfortunately,
just
Harry,
like you.
that's what's
You
gonna be
got
for
burner
you.
apps. You got this. How many times you been shut down? Let me ask you that. And why are
0.
you at 12:36 in the morning, an older lady, on this?
First of all, it's not 12:36 in the morning where I'm at. So
Whatever time it is, don't you got something else better to do? Like I told his wife, shouldn't she be in the kitchen instead of talking like a letrina mouth?
okay.
Business that don't got nothing to do with her.
Wow. Keep talking, Harry. Keep talking.
Yeah, well, keep staying on my life. I want to know more, man.
I am nobody
You
on
are
this
what?
app.
You are nobody.
I am
Show
not
credentials.
awareness. I am not nothing. I am a mandated reporter who
Okay,
has
pues,
watched
señorita Radio
somebody
Bemba, go report somewhere else.
openly abuse their children online, and
Openly abuse my children.
you have
Wow.
an opportunity.
Man,
You have an
have a nice
opportunity
day,
to
baby.
get ahead
I
of
mean,
it,
for
and
real,
you
like,
chose
it's
not
just
to.
too much.
You chose not to, but
It's
what you're
just
doing,
too much.
you're doing a lot behind
You're
the scenes.
doing a lot of
Harry.
wrong. You're like one
Really?
of those people where I grew up at, sticking their
I
head.
haven't
Hey, there's bad things
posted
going on, but I'm gonna stick my head out there.
one video about you. I went to you directly to try to have a conversation with you. You
For
didn't
what?
want to be a man about that.
For what?
And then
Why do you
next thing
care?
I know,
For what? Why do you
I
care?
find out you're
For
threatening
what? Why do you
women.
care? Do you have a crush on
You're
me?
speaking of the LGBTQ plus community. You're
What?
going after people. Why do you look so confused? You had a whole
Oh,
crash
I'm
out.
not confused. I'm just mind boggled.
You had a whole crash out when you knew what I recorded. A whole crash out.
Yeah.
And you can go back and pull that live too. You
Oh,
can go back
definitely.
and
I
pull
will
that
go
live
back and
too.
pull that live.
But the sad part and the bottom line is those kids aren't being put first.
That's what you think. That's your personal perception. If it makes you feel good.
Your internet perception and how you want people to view you is more important. And that's really the sad part. So
Exactly. What you're doing right now, you're a mandated reporter.
Can,
the more views you get, the more hype you get, the better it is for you.
you know what? I don't have my name on this app. My name's not on this app.
Well,
I
good
don't
for you.
what I do off of the app, I don't need to bring it to the app. You're
Why
all
not?
over that. You're all over the app running around because
Yeah,
I would rather
I
protect
gotta
those
find out what's
kids.
going on, girl. It's a weird
I would rather
world.
protect those kids, and it's sad that I feel more
But
strongly
what
about
makes you
that
think
than
I'm
their
not
own
protecting
father.
them? Wait.
Because you're
What makes you think that I'm
all
not protecting
over
them?
this
Because
internet.
I'm here.
You're all
Because
over
I'm
this
here.
internet putting their business. You have videos of your children up. You have
But
you have
what do you do for me?
what I don't need to do jack shit for you, and nor will I ever do jack shit for you. But if it means that there's something that I can do to protect
Exactly.
those
You
kids,
said it. Keyword.
I'm gonna
Goodbye.
protect the.